Good afternoon. I hope everyone has enjoyed the morning sessions of the 2020 ASPC Virtual Summit. Now, grab your yoga mats and let's join together for this quick, easy, and effective yoga break. Let's start seated on the mat. You can always bring a blanket or a pillow right underneath your sitting bones to help you sit in this position more comfortably. Allow your hands to fall down to your lap. Close your eyes. Let's just center and settle in here. Simply noticing, assessing, how are you feeling right now? Mind and body. What has your day brought to you thus far? And taking a few deep breaths in and out. As you breathe in, fill the lungs. And as you exhale, open the mouth and release. And allow your hands to slowly float down by the sides, palms facing up. As you inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Get nice and tall. Exhale, release the hands back down. Inhale to lift the arms overhead. Reach those fingertips towards the ceiling. Exhale. Arms float down by the sides. Inhale, arms float up. Exhale, arms float down. Keeping your right hand planted onto the mat, crawl your left fingertips out to the side and then allow your right ear to fall towards your right shoulder. Breathe into that left side neck here. You can always raise the left arm up, but really feel that stretch in the whole left side of the neck, maybe down the arm, and breathe into that space. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling out of the mouth. Release the head back to neutral. Crawl those left fingertips in, and then you're going to crawl the right fingertips out. Allow the left ear to fall towards the left shoulder. Open up the right side neck. Breathe into the space. Notice anything that's tight here. Maybe release the jaw. Open the mouth. And then releasing the head back to neutral, crawling those fingertips in. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, release the left hand this time to the mat. Inhale, get nice and tall with the right arm, and then exhale, lean over to the left. We're opening up the right side body in this lateral bend. You can gaze underneath the armpit or down towards the floor, whatever your neck allows, but really feel that stretch from the hip all the way up to the fingertips. Inhale, come back to neutral. Release that right arm down to the mat. Inhale, the left arm comes up overhead. And then we lean over to the right, keeping the hips grounded down into the mat. Breathe into that left space from the hip all the way up to the fingertips. And gaze down or gaze underneath that armpit. Breathe. Come back up, release the hands down. We're going to transition over to all fours or tabletop position. So your hands are going to be stacked under your shoulders and your knees are going to be stacked under your hips. The feet can be flat on the mat, so the tops of the feet are on the mat, or the toes can be tucked under. As we move into cat-cow, inhale, drop the belly, raise the heart up. Into cow pose. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, round the spine into cat. Inhale into cow. Exhale into cat. Just opening up the spine here. Few more rounds. Inhale into cow. Exhale into cat pose. Coming back to neutral spine here, you're going to tuck your toes under as we move into downward facing dog. Make sure the hands are planted down into the mat. You're going to press your hips up and back. It's okay to reposition here, but make sure your knees are bent. You want to be an upside down V with your knees bent, pressing your hips away from the mat. And you can always straighten those knees as your hamstrings allow. Breathe here in and out of the nose. On your next inhale, come forward and back down to all fours. Widen the knees to the width of the mat and sit your hips back towards your heels for child's pose. Your hands can come up overhead to get a really nice side body stretch here. Allow your forehead to come down onto the mat or maybe place it under a pillow. Breathe. Inhale and exhale into that back body. Releasing, softening. Inhale, you're going to come back up to all fours and then position yourself to come around to sit onto the mat with your legs straight out in front of you. Now you can always keep a bend in your knees or place a pillow underneath your knees to support that bend. You're going to bend the right knee all the way up so the foot is flat on the mat. Allow your right hand to go behind you. We're moving into a twist. The left arm comes around the right shin. Get nice and tall on an inhale, and then on your exhale, twist to look behind you. So you have this spiral in the entire spine happening. Breathe here. On every inhale, get taller, and on your exhale, release. And twist deeper. Good. Come back around. Straighten that right leg. Bend the left knee. Left hand goes behind you. Right arm wraps around that left shin, and we twist. Inhale to get nice and tall. Exhale to twist deeper. And inhale, come back to neutral. As we move into a forward fold, always keeping in mind that you can have your knees bent as much as you need, or again, placing the pillow under your knees to assist in some comfort. Point the toes towards the ceiling. Inhale, reach the arms up, and then lead with the heart to bring your heart towards your toes. Once you reach wherever you can, so your feet, your ankles, your shins, your knees, allow the head to hang. And breathe into that back body, the back neck, in between the shoulder blades, into the hamstrings. Release some tension here. Maybe move your neck from side to side. Release the jaw. And slowly start to curl back up, one vertebrae at a time. You're going to come over to sit back in a comfortable seated position. So if cross legs not comfortable for you, feel free to lay down here. You can always place that pillow or blanket underneath your sitting bones. Take a nice deep breath in, and on the exhale, just close your eyes. Hands float down to the knees. Just simply notice the difference between when you first started on the mat to now. What has changed? Blink those eyes open. Bring your hands to heart center. Thank you for joining me in love and health. Namaste. I hope you enjoyed this yoga session. For more information about yoga health and what we can bring to you and your patients, please visit our virtual booth. Now, let's get back to the 2020 ASPC Virtual Summit sessions. Namaste in healthcare.